Where'd you get this? Okay. Where'd you get this? Oh, that's great. Well, okay, bye. I just am curious. Okay, that is not good. Yeah, that is not real. So, unfortunately, I can't make an offer on that. It's not real. It feels real. Yeah, I just failed my acid test, though, so it's not real. Okay. Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, 100%. Oh, I firmly believe. 100% that guy was trying to rip me off. He knew goddamn well that was fake. And looking at it, I knew it was fake. And as soon as I started filing into it, I could see that he was like, wait a minute. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Men's 18 karat stuff, you gotta be on the lookout for it. 9 times out of 10, it's fake. Just the shine on that thing was off, and he had a very suspicious ambiance about him. And like, I asked him where'd it come from. He's like, why? I'm like, what? It's a very reasonable question, just answer it. So, yep, glad I just saved myself. I mean, that would have been a $2,000 mistake. It feels real. Motherfucker, it's not. All right, so I got some new North Korean coins. We have and these ones are all silver. I sold out of my silver stuff. I've only had clad. The silver stuff is really expensive. These are probably about $400 a piece. So we have they're all PCGS graded, all proof 69 deep cameo. The anti-US aid to North Korea. I'm surprised PCGS graded this one. The anniversary of free healthcare in North Korea. Hooray, communism. There's nothing more inviting than a North Korean holding a syringe. This is the 30th anniversary of North Korean coinage. And then this is the 2018 Pyongyang joint meeting commemorative. And then he gave me these as gifts. I think this is from North Korean Numis. Let's see if that is from my contact in Europe. Well, I guess they're both in Europe, but this one's got an Instagram page. But yeah, cool. Hooray. I was about to say hooray North Korea, but I'm not a fan. I had a dream I worked for them. Actually, there's a very beautiful North Korean agent who was like enticing me to, you know, maybe I shouldn't talk about that. Never mind. Cut. This is cool. I got like overwhelmed last week. I made some mistakes. So I sent a piece of Star Wars silver to somebody who didn't get it. Luckily, they reached out to tell me they didn't pay for it, or like I had mistakenly sent it to the wrong person, because I could have just kept it. I don't know if I would have known wiser. I would have just been like, oh shit, I don't know where it went. So they sent it back to me. They also sent me a collection of Confederate currency. So it looks like we got a kind of a ratty $10 bill, Citizens Bank of Louisiana banknote, Broken Bank. This historical paper currency was issued by the Citizen Bank of New Orleans about the mid-1800s. Oh, wow. Wow. Holy shit. So it's kind of amazing I have this here. This one might be fake. Actually, looking at it, this paper looks very suspect. How randomly convenient. I actually have a Canal banknote that's fake that I just bought the other week to compare it to. So this is actually going to be my template to see if those are real. Cool. So this is what we have in front of me. I have a $10 and $20 Confederate note, and then these are all private banknotes. What's interesting is I have this fake Canal banknote here, and comparing it, you can see the difference in the paper quality. You can tell looking at the detail, looking at the color, turning it over. This is the fake and this is the real. The major giveaway is the color of the paper here. And it just, if you look very, very, very closely, the ink is more vivid on this one than this one. There's a pinch more detail, but just holding the two up to the light, comparing them, you can just see the real one, the lower one here, just the vivid ink, it stands out much more so than on the fake one. I'm like randomly glad that I bought this. I bought this on a whim about 2 weeks ago because I've been getting really into counterfeit currency. It just so happens I buy it and then a real one comes in. So what should I pay for these is the question. I gotta look them all up.
A few moments later.
Okay, it's been about 10 minutes of me just kind of poking around the internet. I got some prices, and indeed not as expensive as I thought. So much that my Shark Friends price actually, it wasn't, for, you know, given how cheap he can be, not terribly inaccurate. I'm at about 200 bucks on this stuff. I mean, some of these are not nearly as expensive as I thought. I was thinking some of these might be $100 plus a note. No, not a single one of them. This one right here, surprisingly, this one's the cheapest. This one's only about $5. Most of these in the $20 to $30 range. These two together, $30 each. These ones were $35 each. So yeah, just not a whole heck of a lot of money here. Not nearly as much as I thought. I'm gonna reach out to this person and see if they wanna do a deal. Something tells me they think that it's worth more than it actually is. All right, I'm gonna go through now, pull all of these out, put them in holders so A, I can check them out, and B, well, mostly so I can check them out and get an idea what kind of shape they're in. Plus, if I am gonna buy this, I'm definitely gonna part these out. I'm not gonna sell this as a collection. I forgot, I was drunk shopping and I bought a new computer because the political scam artist broke my other one. I'm not kidding. So continuing on, I'm gonna put all of these in holders and then I can look at them more closely. Let's lay them all out here. I gotta do this very carefully. There's a few of these that did not fit. I'm gonna probably delicately put them back because I gotta protect them with something. These are so old and fragile. Now they're not, I'll tell you right away, I asked one of the dealers I work with, he goes on the road, he buys everything and anything. This guy has done so many deals, he knows the original Pawn Stars guys. So he said he'd pay, he was on the road, maybe about $125 for this whole set. Now he's also kind of a shark, so that is a lower estimation than what I think they're actually worth. But he said they're all real.
The next day.
All right, so the next day I got my Jewish Goku on. We got a deal, $200 for all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a TikTok. I don't wanna try and part these out because some of these are like not terribly expensive. I'd rather just do it as a set. I'm gonna see if I can get, oh, I don't know, $350. I'll take $320, see if that happens. And then this, I sold this really fast. This is cool. This is I re-upped my order from Dominator because I completely sold out. It's 3 ounces. It's a Millennium Falcon. I had a proof 71. This one is ungraded, but god damn it, that's cool. Look at the detail. So I listed this for sale and sold it like in seconds. Like, it was amazing. So we got that sold. I have this Mandalorian proof. I have 2 of them. I just sold 1. I got a bunch more of the helmets. Then I got C-3PO, which is kind of cool. But now I need to get even more because that was specifically to refill the showcase because I bought a bunch of stuff from him, sold all of it. And I bought more stuff. Actually, I haven't sold these 2 yet. I guess I'm gonna order more. All right, so I got a little story for you guys. So recently, this guy came in here, he had this ring. It is 18 karat gold, it weighs almost 10 grams, like 9.9. I offered him $325 on it. It melts at about $430. I was gonna offer him more, but I thought, well, I've been kind of overpaying on stuff lately. I wanna try and make some money here. So he kind of looked at me and he was like, really, that's it? I'm like, well, it's just the gold value. You know, that's what I buy these rings for. And I'm gonna probably smelt this ring down because I think it's kind of hideous. Freaks of the year I was born, 1989. Okay, he says, I'm gonna shop it around. Okay. Well, I'll hope to see you again. So he leaves and he comes back about an hour later and he walks in here. He's got this like, who farted face. And I'm like, oh, so I had the highest offer. He goes, well, only by $5. It wasn't so much that. It was just the attitude of the other place I brought it to. I brought it to this place over on Excelsior and these 2 grumpy old guys were just so rude to me and they seemed so inconvenienced to have to be dealing with me and like, oh, it's just like this creepy ambiance in there. It's like this big bulletproof door and there's all this taxidermy. I did not like it in there and I didn't like what was going on. So just for $5 more, you treated me with kindness. I thought I'd come back here. And I laugh because it's like, oh, I know where you were. You were at the old shop. And this was a problem I had, was their lack of customer service and just how rude they were to people and like how often I would see them blow sales. So I laughed so hard at this, I gave the guy an extra $25. I paid him $350. But you guys, this is the point I want to drive home. Customer service is so important and so easy and simple. I've been working customer service for over 10 years. I've worked in restaurants, I've worked in retail. I was a full-time Uber driver for 4 years. I can count on one hand the number of customer interactions I've had over my customer service career that have gone south and I haven't been able to repair it or fix it or do something to make it right. And usually these are people that walked in on a mission to have a bad time. Like the Karen's Karen is who fits into this pool. What I especially want to drive home is just how important it is to treat people with kindness, integrity, and respect, and how you can blow sales if you don't. I've walked out of retail stores, I was ready to buy a product, but the person selling it was either unattentive, unhelpful, or just downright rude. In fact, I just On Tuesday, I closed up for about 2 hours and I ran some errands. I got my car washed, got some more good scotch. I had a little bit of like a treat yourself day, and I went to the mall and I got some new sunglasses. And these sunglasses, the person who sold me these sunglasses was fucking really rude. I almost walked away from it. I happened to really want these sunglasses and I just like desperately needed a new pair because I get new sunglasses about once a year. I beat them to shit. That's why I don't ever spend more than $100 on sunglasses. I wanted those enough where I bit the bullet, but I was this close to walking away from that sale. And I've done this in the past. If I see somebody just fabulously dropping the ball on customer service, it's like, well, I'm not gonna give you my business, I'll give it to somebody else. So because of their rudeness, I was able to buy this ring for $350. I just got $500 on it. So their rudeness just made me over $100. And on top of that, I made a TikTok about it yesterday, and the TikTok has gotten over 100,000 views and has gotten me probably about 1,000 followers. So their blunder, I have run with their blunder so hard. I picked up a bunch of followers, which makes me more money because that means more customers. I was able to buy and sell this ring for more, like, it just goes to show how important customer service is and how if you're gonna drop the ball, I'm gonna pick it up and eat. If you're gonna put down your lunch, I'm gonna eat your lunch. Fuck the analogy, you get what I'm saying. Customer service is important. Oh, tell me that's not the fucking con artist. Jesus fucking, I don't wanna deal with you, asshole. Fuck off. God damn it, are you fucking kidding me? I don't wanna fucking deal with him today. I bitched him out. I did a deal with him yesterday. I didn't film it because I was out of focus and like I just had to throw away the whole deal. I fucking bitched him out yesterday. And sure enough, he's back again. I fucking had it with him. Lately, I've just been so pissed with his bullshit. He's been fucking harassing me lately. Why are you bringing me a fucking mirror? I told you I don't want to buy it. I've told you so many times I don't want to buy it. I literally don't understand. Hi. Fucking working. So what are we envisioning with this?
How much?
What are we envisioning here?
I mean, I like you guys, so you should be good. I want to give you a good deal. Oh,
I don't think I treat you good. I borderline bit your head off yesterday.
no.
And I don't want it.
Oh.
It's fragile, and I can't imagine how you're surprised when you bring me this caliber of thing again and again, and I like never want it. So no, I don't want it. Here you go.
Where can I sell it?
I don't know where you could sell it, but you can't sell it here because it's not gold, it's not silver, it's not jewelry. What does it say on my building? I've said this to you before. It says gold and silver. What's that? It's not gold or silver. Okay, I shall get this out to your car.
You can give me a few bucks for it.
No, you can't come in here and demand money from me.
Yeah.
The fucking ball's on you, man.
I won't.
E for effort, but Jesus Christ, like when has it ever worked? It's never worked. I will remind you, the first time that we ever did a deal, I didn't want to do it. The old man gave you 50 bucks. I didn't want to give you a dime. And when he did, I was like, watch, he's gonna be back tomorrow. And then he came back every day when I worked at that shop. I'm amused. Don't get me wrong, I'm very amused, but like, holy shit. Jesus tap dancing Christ. The fucking nerve of him, the balls on him. What puzzles me so greatly is I have never conveyed weakness to the tiniest degree. I've never even hinted at it. I am nothing but a wolf when he comes in here. It's how I've been ever since I met him. And why he thinks that he can sway me still. Maybe I'm like a challenge for him or something. He thinks like, oh, if I keep at it, maybe, just maybe. Fuck. All right, well, he's gone. So, don't we love the con artist gang? This lady was here on Saturday, and she has a sterling set that I am probably not going to melt down. We'll go over it after I buy it. Okay, you brought the platters. Yeah, you said those might be silver.
I don't know.
Let me see them.
They're two different makers, and I think I only bought the round one because I needed that size.
Oh no, this is Oneida. This is plated.
Okay.
Oneida is famous for plating.
Oh, okay.
They have some interesting origins. So yeah, these are both plated. So I would buy them, but it'd just be $1 a pound.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay. $17.34 for everything.
Okay.
There you are. Let me just write you up a receipt.
Okay, thank you.
So this is, I think it's called Rose Point. I mean, it's just incredible detail. It's a full set, top and bottom. It's about 106 ounces of silver. Paid about $16 an ounce. Right now, silver is like 22 an ounce. So if I melted this down, I'd probably make about 300 bucks. Potentially, Might just make a TikTok about it and see if I can get 3,000-4,000. Maybe, I don't know, I gotta do some research, but overall, I probably am gonna wanna keep this, and as you guys know, when it comes to like sterling silver sets, I almost always wanna scrap it. And I even got a like big fancy ladle with it too. All right, I just counted it out. I got 94 pieces here. I'm gonna just call it 110 plus ounces because I really can't be certain how many ounces are in these. My rule is, you know, every 2's an ounce because this is not silver, this is stainless steel, and it goes up in here. So every 2's an ounce. If you're a nasty dealer, every 3's an ounce. And for these little guys here, I do every 3. If you're nasty, every 4 or 5. I've seen it done both ways. All right, I'm breaking out a book I've literally never broken out before. I bought this book last year and I don't think I've had to use it. Really quickly before I do that, I wanna share this from Benjamin Madsen because I like it when people send me stuff like this. It makes me feel good. Hey Evan, I just wanted to say that I enjoy the content that you put out, especially on YouTube. I've been watching Pawn Man for a while now. I appreciate your determination and fortitude and your humor. Your humor is great. Don't stop. You will succeed. Don't let yourself get so stressed that you lose focus. I look forward to your future content and look forward to seeing you succeed. Benjamin Madsen. Thank you, Benjamin. I could actually use encouragement like that because I don't doubt myself or second guess it, but there's days where it's so hard to do this and I'm pushing such a fucking boulder up a mountain and it's like, I know I'm getting close, but Jesus Christ, am I fatigued. Anyway, okay. So this book I bought, yeah, when I first opened up here, and it's got all the different sterling patterns, and I see right on the cover here, I think this is the same? It's not the exact same, it's very close to it. Who makes this? S. Kirk and Son is the maker. So, S. Kirk Rose Repose, America's first flower and foliage design introduced by Samuel Kirk in 1828. Holy shit, this could be expensive. God, if this is from 1828, holy shit, I might have a home run. Look at that. Here's the full set. 97 pieces, 134 ounces, $5,360. Yeah, this is the same. Okay, ooh, daddy. Or as I was thinking before I was corrected, oof, daddy. OnlyFans daddy. Fuck it, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this up for $5,500 on eBay or best offer, and then I'm gonna make a TikTok about it a little bit later. We'll see what happens. Couple things to show and tell before I get to the monologue. This I just got from World War II, Empire of Japan. I don't know what it is, but unfortunately, this is the point I want to get to. I remember this person telling me they were sending me this like a week or 2 ago. I don't know, my concept of time seems to be fleeting more and more. But my God, you guys, do you know how many messages I get in a day? They didn't include any information. I got a name here, but a name doesn't really help me, Justin, because most people don't use their names on social media. So I gotta now go through and either figure out where they are, or it's gonna sit in my back room with all the other crap. So you guys, please, please, please include your information, your handle, how to get in contact with you, because otherwise it just goes and sits in my back room, and then I got a bunch of people's stuff that I haven't paid for and I can't do anything with, and I'm basically storing it for free. So please include info. But boy, isn't this cool. And honestly, I don't remember what I said I was gonna pay on this, or if I even made an offer, because again, I get so many messages in a day and so many people want to sell me stuff that it all kind of blurs together. I should go hang this over my grandmother's headstone and watch her ghost rise up in fury. She didn't like the Japanese. Oh, while I'm sitting here bitching. This also, case in point of why I don't do layaway, because 99% of the time people back out. And when I stick an item away for somebody, I refuse sales to other people. And then when that person backs out, well then, I can't go back and find the other person. That's like 5,000 messages ago. I don't remember who wanted it or what. So this got, and like it was a good customer. I'm not mad at them because they're like a really good customer, but they backed out on this. And I had so many offers on this and I turned them all down because I wanted to give this person the deal, and then they backed out. And it's like, well, the video that I made about it now, all that momentum I had going to sell this is gone. It was all for nothing. And now I have to hope that somebody on my Instagram wants to buy this. So no, I do not do layaway. New policy going forward. I am not doing layaway under any circumstance. I don't care how good of a customer you are. You ain't got the money to buy something, then don't buy it. Okay, that's kind of mean, but it's phenomenal. The amount of people that just back out when they have me put stuff away for them. Literally, it's like 99% of the time. I can count on one hand the amount of time somebody followed through with it, even when they're good customers. What's going on, you guys? We're Between the Pawn. I'm Evan, and I own a gold and silver business. how's my week been? More like, how was last week? Because I talked about in the video, or the Pawn Man Between the Pawn 2 weeks ago, that I was gonna be alone last week, and I was. And it was manageable because it's like a fucking million degrees out right now. It was like 100 like all last week. So when the weather is really extreme, it's pretty slow for business for like walk-in traffic. So it was kind of manageable, but let me put it this way. I now see why I have people who work for me. It wasn't like terribly busy, but I listed maybe 10 items on eBay. Like my eBay number, I had 1,400 and something items for sale. And I fell in the mid 1,300s because I listed like 10 items. I mainly just made content last week. And it was cool to make content because sometimes I make jokes when my employees are around, but usually I don't do like comedy stuff. And it's just because like either it takes me a couple of times to get it right. So it's like, I'll get to the end of the joke and I'll say it with the punchline, but like I'll fuck it up or I'll slur my words or I'll do something. And then I gotta repeat the whole joke with all the same pauses start to finish. And I just think like, okay, I'm telling the same joke for an audience that's already heard it. And like now I've psyched myself out and so like I don't do much comedy. So I was able to do like a lot of comedy with nobody here and I made a lot of content, but I didn't list shit on eBay. Like the pile and back just grew and grew, and there were a couple instances where like I had to do, I had some like stuff to do and I had people walking in here and it's like, I almost want to just lock my doors and be like, fuck off, I'm busy. I didn't do that. So it was manageable, but I definitely need help here and like I can't run this business by myself. It was kind of nice to save on labor because that saved me. Well, we'll get into this in the questions, but yeah, I see why I pay them and why I have them. All right, couple announcements before we get into it. Number one, I'm wearing kind of a dirty shirt. I just wanted to wear this. This was given to me by a follower right when I first made Pawn Man. It was the first indicator that I was onto something when I had people suddenly just like really into what I was doing and wanting to support me. All right, a couple things I want to talk about. Number one, we recognize this, yeah? This is what I bought from the con artist in the last episode of Pawn Man. I threw it in the back the day I bought it, and one of my people was on vacation. He came back, he was in Vegas. And I just gave him a bunch of stuff to list. This sold in 10 minutes. I got $35 on it. When all is said and done after shipping about 30 bucks. And you remember, the whole deal was $5. So this is why I do deals with the con artist. Because occasionally he does give me good shit that I can make money on. It's just like, my guy, just listed on eBay. It took a couple seconds. We got real money on it. Like, I don't buy this kind of shit, so don't peddle it on me. But like, if you want to do it yourself, just be proactive. And I've had a couple of you guys give me blowback about how I treat him. I call him the con artist for a reason. I don't believe him at all. And even if he's real, even if his charity case is actually a charity case and he is actually going through as hard of a time as he's saying, why the fuck is it my problem? I never asked for it. He just somehow in his mind invented that he's my responsibility and I need to care for him and buy his shit and like help him out. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I never said keep coming back. You keep doing it. I keep giving you shitty offers and making money on it and making good content out of it. So, if you're gonna just keep going like this and not learn a lesson, okay. Couple of announcements I would like to get into. Number one, if you are a bullion dealer, I don't wanna buy from you. I don't care if you can give me competitive rates with the people I have around town. I don't care if you can give me cheaper rates. The reason being, can you get it in my hand today? If the answer is no, then I don't want to buy it. I spend a couple thousand and I don't see the item for upwards of like a month. It ties up my cash. So yeah, you might be able to priority ship it to me, but it's still a couple days and thousands of dollars that I don't have access to money to. And it seems like whenever I do that, then I have somebody walking in selling to me at an even better price. And I can't buy from them because I bought from some dealer where the margins are lower anyway. So on top of that, I'm loyal to the people I do business with around town. They prop me up, they've helped me, they've supported me, they're good people. I want to keep working with them. I don't want to cut them out of the picture. So I appreciate all the people that have come forward and said, hey, I bet I can get you a better rate on silver than your local people around town. But the fact is, I'm loyal to the people here around town, and it does not make sense to me to do that when there's a delay with shipping. It's an extra complication. I don't want to do it. Another thing I quickly want to say, you guys, don't haggle with me on bullion. Fantastic way to lose out. Let me tell you guys a quick story. Ever since COVID, the markets have been in toxic shock. When COVID hit, everything went in the toilet. Silver dropped like $3-4 in one day. I remember it was the day after we realized how bad it was and everything was going to be shutting down. It was like the day after the NBA shut down and Tom Hanks is like, I might die. So I go into the old man's store the next day and we're like talking like, what are we going to do? And I noticed on APMEX, even though the spot price was falling, the premium was rising. It was going up. It was like this kind of thing. And this is what's happened ever since COVID. It's corrected a little bit, but there's still a huge disparity. And the fact is, don't believe the spot price. It's a bunch of bullshit. I look at the spot price and I roll my eyes. It's basically a made up number, in my opinion. One reason being the fact that Russia tied the ruble to gold. If gold goes up like it should, Russia gets a lot of power, and we don't want that to happen. So this is one reason of many why I think the spot price is a bunch of bullshit. There's artificial manipulation going on. But anyway, so when COVID hit that Wednesday, or like when, you know, everything is in free fall, this old guy came into the old shop, and this guy is a grumpy old guy. He'd always try and haggle. And there was room for haggling when I entered this business because the markets weren't in this crazy thing that they're in now. So we had maybe 500 ounces, and this guy wants to buy all of it at spot. And he's like flashing cash. He's like, I'll pay a spot. And me and the old man are like, no. Like, yeah, I understand the markets are down, but look at what's going on online. There's something going on here. And for us to sell at spot, A, we lose money, and B, it's just a bad idea. And as this guy is trying to haggle with us, somebody else walked in the store and goes, whoa, how much? 20 an ounce? I'll buy it all. He was trying to buy it at 13. And you should have seen the look on this guy's face. As the guy to his right, I just said sold, and boom, I just ignore this guy and just do business with this guy. So he cleans us out, and the old guy leaves. He's so pissed. I have seen this happen again and again and again, where somebody's trying to haggle with me, and then somebody just comes along and offers full price, and I just do that. I have a huge audience, you guys. I'm always gonna take the highest offer, and if I say a price, that's what I wanna get out of it. With bullion, don't haggle with me. Final thing I wanna talk about, you guys, go to my Discord. It's a huge community, it's over 3,000. There's a free appraisal section. I know I talk about it a lot, but the amount of people that like are puzzled with how to buy from me, go on my Discord. You get the best prices on Discord. There's stuff I exclusively post on Discord that I don't post on Instagram or anywhere else. I don't sell bullion on eBay. All my prices are just a pinch better on Discord, just a little bit. For example, I got North Korean silver coins for sale right now. They're $400 on Instagram, but they're $375 on Discord. Check out my Discord and go join it. It's a great place to buy from me. All right, with that, you guys, let us get into the questions. Question number 1 coming in from Karen Martin. Karen says, oh my God, you're hilarious. Have you thought about doing stand-up? You have that comedy it factor to make it far. So I have done stand-up. The last time, I've only done it a few times. I did it once at a private party with there were like 30 people there. I knew most of them, but not all of them. Because I knew most of the people, my humor, people understood what they were getting into, and those who didn't, most people were laughing really hard, so it went well. And then I did it again in 2018 at Galactic Pizza in Uptown. They have an open mic night, and there were probably about 75, there were a lot of people there. But unfortunately, it was my first time doing it like in front of strangers. Everybody knew each other, and so everybody was supporting it. It felt very cliquey, and it felt very unwelcoming to new people. And I got up, and if you guys don't know my humor, it's very offensive. I started with a rape joke. I have some rape jokes. They always have a way of forcing themselves upon their audience, but they do penetrate their intended demographic. And like the audience was just like quiet, and one girl goes, rape isn't funny. So then I pivoted to, well, today was MLK Day, and I celebrated by doing my laundry. I mixed my whites with my colors, and segregation drowned a cold, watery death in permanent press. Boy, I had nothing to wear to the cross burning that night though, super awkward. And that got some, oh. And then I tried to tell a couple more, and like a few people were laughing really hard at my jokes, but I had these fucking death glares. And so then I pivoted to telling the story of getting too drunk and getting thrown off the airplane. And at that point, people were just like talking and like not listening to me. And like I almost got off the stage because it's like there's like 5 people in this crowd listening to me, and everybody else hates me. So that left kind of a bad taste in my mouth, and I haven't done comedy since. However, I feel TikTok has kind of pushed the needle in terms of controversy and like extreme jokes. Question 2 coming in from Boost Kicks. Boost says, how much do you pay yourself every month? $800 to $1,000 a week or so. I pay my employees more than I pay myself per hour, but I work more hours than my employees, like quite a bit. I work like 80 hours a week. So yeah, I pay myself about what I was paying myself at the old shop. It's not great because like inflation's running away, and fuck, I got a deal where I live in Uptown. I pay $1,300 a month for a 2-bedroom, and like that's a fucking deal. There's nothing even close to that now. My rent hasn't been raised, so it's hard for me to save. I'd like to pay myself more, and that's a big part of like why I'm pushing the social media boulder up the mountain, because I know this is gonna pay really well within like 2 years, but until I get there, it's nonstop work. So yeah, I don't make a ton of money, but I don't do terribly, and I live pretty well. Question 3. Coming in from Benjamin Madsen. I feel like I take a question from Benjamin every week. Benjamin says, what kind of restricted items would you buy if laws changed around that specific item / kind of item? Okay, officially, I can't say that I want it because it might be a crime. Unofficially, hypothetically, if a ISIS coin somehow is legal to buy, I'd be interested in it just for the fact that it's so taboo and terrible. you know, I want all things controversy and terrible, and those are illegal to own. And because those are illegal to own, it makes me want one. So if you introduce an element of taboo, I automatically kind of want it, and that's a coin that I'd like to have for the taboo factor and just the like terrible it factor. Officially, I don't want one of those, and officially, I will never buy one. To my friends at the FBI watching. Hi, boys! Then last question coming in from Tickle Monster. Tickle Monster says, what item did you not take the deal and later regretted it? So the con artist brought me a few things, and I didn't know what they were, and people later point out what they are, and I think like, oh shit. So like one of them, maybe about 4 months ago, he brought me a grave marker, and I didn't know what it was, and I kind of made fun of him, and I'm like, I want this, and I gave it back. And then somebody pointed out what it was, and I looked them up, and I discovered they are collectible. I mean, they're not expensive, they're 30 to 50 bucks, but, you know, shit, I could have easily taken that and put that in with the pile of shit that I paid them, you know, a couple bucks for, and you know, I could have made even more money. So, he had this thing in the last deal where I bought the German beer mug, and, you know, I said, you know what this is? You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is, you just think I might want to buy it. That little thing, I've been wondering what it was, because it looked old and antique, and occasionally he brings me shit that's expensive. Somebody once brought me a shipwreck coin when I worked for the old man, and I offered him, it was a gold double eagle, a gold double eagle. So it melted at about then, like 1750, and I offered him 1800, and he threw a temper tantrum because it was from a shipwreck. And at that point, you know, I was very new in this industry. I didn't know what shipwreck coin meant. That sounded made up to me. So I just was like, well, you know, take it elsewhere. And he was willing to part with it for like, you know, he's like, come on, just give me like an extra like 500, and I wouldn't do it. And I mean, I should have done, that coin would have been worth $5,000, but hey, that's money that would have gone to the old man, so, you know, yeah. Alright guys, that'll about do it for this Between the Pawn. If you guys like this video, be sure you give it a thumbs up. Please post your questions, you guys, in the comment section below. You can ask me anything, I'm a pretty open book. Also, please spread the word of my YouTube channel. This is the one thing that helps me a lot if you guys don't want to be a Patreon. If you do, it helps a ton, because I could use all the money I could get here. YouTube, you guys, pays you fairly, and TikTok does not. Get my books on Amazon, join my Discord, follow me on social media, @EvanKale, @PawnMan, and I'll see you guys back here for another Between the Pawn. Later, guys.